longer I'm not making new videos and putting them up, the more I realise I'm not going to get back to it. I said I was going to come back in November, maybe, but I just can't see myself getting back into it. Like I said, the longer I'm away from it, the more I sort of don't miss it. It's a funny way to say it. But what I'm doing is, as such, I'm cleaning up my hard drive. I'm getting rid of all of my conspiracy stuff. And any videos, look, I'd actually made quite a few videos that I never posted for some reason or another. I wasn't quite happy with them or whatever. If I find any that I think might be interesting, this one was made back in early July, about nearly 2 months ago, and I never posted it, but I'm just going to put it up as is. So there might be a few more. I'm not sure how many I'm going to find that I think is worthy of going up, but this is certainly one. So yeah, it's just a good example of just, well, two things: trash television and the idiots, not just the mum, but the actual one of the doctors. You'll get to meet her. Look, I don't know if she's for real or like this could all be scripted to just screw with our minds. Who knows? But I don't know. If it's real, it's just absolute rubbish. So, all right. Like I said, there might be a couple of other videos that I find, and if I do, if I think they're worthwhile, I'll put them up. All right. All right. I've summoned up the fortitude to delve into this story. Mum defends decision to breastfeed 7-year-old son. Well, straight off the bat, you've got a victim right there, the 7-year-old son, and you've got a perpetrator, the mum. All right, and just before I get into this video, there's a bit of a clue. A single mum. Yeah, do you think if the dad was on the scene, he'd allow his 7-year-old son to be breastfed by this idiot? All right, let's go.
First tonight, the Adelaide mum forced to defend her breastfeeding. Lisa Bridger is doing what many mums do, but she hasn't stopped and is still breastfeeding her 7-year-old son. She says it's doing him no harm, but...
Okay, she says it's doing him no harm, so has she got a complete assessment of all the harms that could possibly happen to him and then ruled them out one by one? Or is she just making a blanket statement to justify her idiocy?
Critics, and there are plenty of them, are worried about the psychological impact. She spoke with Stephanie Piccone.
I.e., is she screwing up the kid?
Still breastfeed my 7-year-old, and I'm far from ashamed. In fact, I'm proud.
Now, is she doing it for the 7-year-old or is she doing it for herself? There's no way she's doing it for the 7-year-old. 7-year-old doesn't need her milk. There's plenty of sustenance for a kid. There's milk. She states later on something about him being lactose intolerant or can't have cow's milk, but you can have soy milk, have a lot of other options than her breast milk. So we know it's about her.
Look, it's unusual. We don't hear a lot about it, but I wouldn't use the word odd because I think odd implies that there's something wrong with it, and I would really, really caution anyone against saying that.
Well, you'd be cautioning 99% of the population. She ends up turning out to be a doctor, a GP. Would you ever go and see this woman? If that's the judgments that she's making on this, I don't know how she's got to practice.
I describe this as beyond odd. It really sickens me.
That was Lisa Oldfield, David Oldfield's missus, I think, or ex-missus. Who knows if anyone's together anymore. But she speaks a bit of common sense.
Apparently I should be ashamed. It should be classed as child abuse, pedophilia.
Yep, I'd probably go with those two.
I should pump and put it in a cup. I don't respond to pumps.
For the past 20 years, single mum Lisa Bridger has breastfed all 5 of her children.
So she's got 5 children. So what, did she breastfeed the 3 before this one up until they were 7?
Medical professionals, a lot of them say 6 to 12 months is all you need. That there's no benefit after that.
Look, apparently breast milk just transfers the woman's immunity over to the kid until the kid's immune system develops. Well, once it's developed, there's no point.
I think that society has become such a bottle-feeding society that people go, oh, you can't breastfeed.
No, it's not about breastfeeding versus bottle feeding. Stop trying to mischaracterise it.
It's wrong. You encouraged it.
But it's the feeding of her 2 youngest boys, 7-year-old and 4-year-old, that's proving hard to swallow for some.
Either they don't...
Channel 7 shouldn't even have this story on. Like, they're identifying these boys in the most, and it's not their innocent victims of this idiot, and also of Channel 7. and that stupid GP who said that it's I wouldn't say it was odd. This is just crazy. I can't watch any more of this. Righto, that's it.